Uncle Frank. Our first guest tonight has performed with all the greats, with Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Bob Hope, Johnny Carson, and tonight he will perform with some of the not-so-greats. He is one of the funniest men who ever lived. He will be honored by the Comedy Festival in Las Vegas on Wednesday with their first ever Caesars Palace Laurel. Please welcome Mr. Warmth, Don Rickles. Look at that. Rarely does anyone get a standing ovation on this show.
Okay, that's it for me. Hey, kids and youngsters and elders, thanks so much. And I really mean this. This is a real mercy mission, but I appreciate it. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Hey, what happened to you? You were so great on sports. Why the hell did you leave that? I remember you used to be the Redskins 41, the Rams 7. I used to watch on sports, and then all of a sudden they gave you a tie and a jacket, and you skyrocketed. I don't understand.
I don't know what happened either.
No, and when I first saw you, I'm over here. The guy in the band's going, this is a show, not an airport show. One guy, the announcer. What's your name?
My name's Dickie.
Well, I'll tell you this. He said it like it's going to be a standing ovation. The Japanese kid's laughing. 3 years in the jungle looking for your uncle. No, hey, you young people don't know. 2 years, 3 years, 2 years I was in the Philippines, boom, 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 walking around, said I'd do jokes, and they kept saying, keep firing. And your father kept saying, oh, what are you doing? Anyway. So God bless you. Be proud. We need your people. Listen, I must tell you, when I first met you, I never met you.
No, we've never met,
Thank God. Anyway, no, and I say this from my heart. Your show has skyrocketed, and you've become very successful, and I'm happy for you. I really do.
Thank you.
Now you can talk.
Oh, okay, all right.
Now it's your turn.
I thought then you would end by saying something terrible, because I never know, you set it up so that it seems nice. Like I thought, for instance, you were going to compliment Toshi on being Japanese, but it turned out no. No. Well, No, I eat the sushi. I eat that fish, and then you get the runs and die. Anyway, I really do appreciate your coming.
I said the runs, and the Mexican guy went,
It's a big day for him today.
By the way, I got to tell you, Frank's your uncle. God bless you, Frank. Frank saw my show in Vegas. This is the truth, ladies. And he came backstage and he said, you know, Don, you were great. I'm going to call. Why don't you call up and maybe you'll get the job? Call up the show. Frank, I did what you said, and now I got the job. I can't thank you enough, Frank.
He really
Frank,
said that?
You're a moron. I'll tell you that right now.
He really did.
I swear to God, guys, that's what he said. Call up your boat. And Frank used to be with Sinatra, you know.
That's right.
He's one of those stand-back guys, you know. Frank would walk out of judge, stand back, and there was nobody there. Stand back.
Did you travel with security, heavy security like Sinatra?
No, I had one Jew in front of me going, I think it's okay. No, I had Tony O, and I had good people always hanging around. You know, in those days in Vegas, you don't know, but in those days, it was always a guy going, don't worry, Mr. Rickles, we'll take care of you. And it was always guys, good people. Vegas is different today. And those guys, there was one guy you answered and said, I want to have a party. Guy, don't worry, Don, I'll take care of it. Today, it's 4 guys stamp for coffee, boom, 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 a drink, boom, 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 boom. What's your name? Where do you come from? Boom. And, you know, and it's like that. You know.
You got a card with points, and people have their cards in the slot
that was good
machine.
The way you jumped in with that. That was good. It saved the whole story. That was good. I can't thank you enough. I swear to God. This is a treat for me to be on a show that's going nowhere. I swear to God.
I feel the same way.
Hey, I'm making jokes. 12 o'clock at night, I turn this on, and when that don't go on, I know there's a storm. Anyway, Hey, snap out of it. I laughed at you for crying out loud.
Well, let me show you something.
What's his name? That's the leader,
That's
right?
Cleto and his dad. Two Cletos, actually.
Your dad, right? You worked with me.
I sure did, Mr.
I have a
Rickles.
photograph.
Wait a minute. I'm talking to the guy. Where did we work, my dear friend?
At the first time at the Sahara in Lake Tahoe and then the Sahara in Las Vegas.
God bless. And that's your son.
It sure is.
God bless. You're doing so well.
Also, thank you, sir. Very much.
Be proud of your dad. They're around one time, son. Really.
Yeah, right. I'm very proud.
And what, does your son hang out by the border, by the fence?
How did you know?
I play that saxophone.
Look at that. That's what year do you think this was?
Oh my God!
Cleto, what year is this?
That's 1965 at Sahara Tahoe.
Well, there he is, right there. Is Cleto's
Oh, is
dad.
that what? Isn't that
and
great?
That's you right there.
God bless.
How about that? Wow. Do you remember that at all?
Oh, like it was Tuesday. Do I remember that? It's like, you know, when he said that, Dad, when he said that to me, do you remember? I worked Las Vegas, all around the country. And I was in the Navy, and it's Veterans Day, so I'm proud. To my fellow Navy servicemen.
There you go.
And I was in World War II, and I kept saying I do special services. I said, keep firing, keep firing. Anyway, and I was on a PT tender in the World War II, but that's in the Philippines. And everybody said, and the Japanese came out of the jungle and said, where are you, Joe? Anyway, so, hey, that's one of my best jokes. Snap out of it now. So now, I'm talking about the Philippines. I lost my thought. Oh, yeah. So now I meet these guys, you know, that come backstage, and it's the truth. They come back and I go, hi, Don, I'm Eddie. Remember on the ship together? Remember that night when you said to that broad, we want to make love, and you had a blue tie on? You remember that? They're talking 60 years ago. You know what I'm talking? And to make them feel good, I go, yeah, I remember. And they walk, you son of a bitch, never forgets, never forgets.
Well, they remember. I'll remember this. Tomorrow, this will be just a distant, it won't even be a memory for you.
No, you're something else. You know why, Jimmy? Because I came from the world of sports. And, I really watched you in those days.
Really?
Al Michaels is a good friend of mine.
Oh, yeah.
And Al always talks about you, and I did. And I'm a big sports fan. You know, I'm a Dodger fan and what have you in football. And I watch.
Do you bet on the games? Do you?
No. You know what? I've been in Vegas 40 years. I have never gambled a penny. And they said, you know, you can't get a job if you don't gamble. And I put in a slot machine once a quarter, and I get nervous. I never gambled. It's in a book that I'm writing. And you know what? And I say to you, Dad, and guys in the band, because the Japanese guy, snap out of it, huh? I'm starting to talk. He's going, oh.
He's thinking about his uncle right now.
Come on, war's over, no trouble. 60 years ago, it's Veterans Day, forget about it. I know later he's going to come back and say, okay, Joe, let me hear that again. So anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know. Let's take a break and we'll pick it back up because we got it. We have to take a break.
You're so glib.
You see that? You see how smooth I am?
Oh,
Don Rickles is here with us. We'll be right back with more. Don, we'll be right back after this.
I spoke to the family. You're doing well. You're doing well, Jimmy. Spoke to the wife. She's leaving you. Let it right out. His Moby Dick water comes out of his navel.
Those are the days, right? And we still look great. We really do. Those are the days of the Flyers. And nowadays, you have these roasts, and what they do on the roast is they gather a bunch of people who don't necessarily know the person being roasted, and then you just say terrible things about that person. But when you do these roasts, you guys were really friends.
Well, it's the tale of the tape. The times have changed. And so it's very difficult to get all these great artists, you know. In my day, I was very fortunate. My day, it's still my day, hopefully.
It is, yeah. Of course it is.
But in those days, you know, we had Dean and Frank and Sammy and all those guys, and Orson Welles, are magic stars, and Gene Kelly, and it was a ballpark. Today, it's hard to find young people to make fun of, and some of the kids they don't get it because they don't know the person they're making fun of.
Right.
So they try to make the roast, and I wish them best because the Friars is a great organization, and Freddie Roman and those people in New York, and I never get there, but they really work hard to make it successful, and it's a camaraderie thing. So I wish them the best.
I've done some of those, and they're a lot of fun, but it always seems a little weird to sit there and just annihilate someone that you've never met before.
Yeah, well, that happens. Like, I'm sitting here with you, and I don't like you.
Right. Like, yeah, that's a good example.
Yeah, well, sure. You got to know the guy. And we've only met once. You came in the dressing room, said hello, which I thought was annoying. But yet, Jimmy, that's the idea. Not to be, and I say to the young people, and I don't like to sit in judgment, but not to be mean-spirited. It was so much fun in the days of the roast with Dean and Frank Restissos, because we had fun, and it was never mean-spirited. It was never hitting below the belt. You know what I'm saying?
You guys did have a lot of fun. Why weren't you part of the Rat Pack? Were you technically part of the Rat Pack?
I was, but I was too big. Frank used to run after my car. Don, wait up! I hated that, you know. No, I was very delighted to be part of the Rat Pack. When you say the Rat, they had a thing, folks, like at 5 in the evening. I did 3 shows a night in the lounge in those days.
Wow.
12, 2, and 5 in the morning. Can you imagine?
Wow.
With a breakfast with people going, hey, Jew, make me laugh.
Wow.
And I did that, and then every night, Frank at 5 o'clock would invite all of us to the steam room with the Sands. And he gave out bathrobes, and my bathrobe was the Rhino. For some reason, they gave me the Rhino, and my nickname was Bullet Head. He thought that was funny. He got on my nerves, but you know. But how are you going to tell Frank you're getting on my nerves? Because he could hurt my family. Anyway, to this day, I made a joke he didn't like, and I got an uncle like this. Anyway, so, no, that's funny. You know, that's funny. The woman in the white halter, you're not laughing. You have a loss in the family? Anyway, I'm swinging nice, and there's one woman going... Must be a Nazi broad. I can't believe it.
Probably. She's probably a member of the Nazi
spotted
party.
You get on my nerves. You're pretty, but you're spotting a sting. I was doing great till I looked at her.
You shouldn't have looked at her.
No, but it's probably your girlfriend, Sarah Silver.
It's not her. That is not her. No.
Sarah Silver's your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not married.
No, we're not married.
And you live together.
No, we don't live together.
Don't lie to me, Jimmy. Don't lie. Nothing wrong. In my day, see, now they say the new thing. Are you married? No, we've been together now 12 years and we're married 4. That's the new thing. You know, in my day, if you did that, the father said, fine, and turned on the gas and you died. You know what I'm saying? But it's a new world now with you young people. You know? I would love to meet Sarah. Are you still together?
Yes, we are.
She's Jewish.
Yeah, she is
and
Jewish.
You're Italian.
I'm Italian.
And you're Catholic.
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
And she's Jewish.
Yeah.
I guess the family's thrilled.
The family is fine with it, yeah. They're fine with it. Her family's all right with it, too.
Oh, good.
Her sister is a rabbi.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, his hat's going to spin when you get married. No, I wish you luck. I hear she's a lovely girl and very talented and very funny.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You don't have to thank me. What do I don't win anything, you know. How much longer, Jimmy? How much longer?
Not that much longer. You are friends. I know that Bob Newhart is he your best friend? Is he one of your best friends?
That'll show you how lonely I am. Bob and I are great friends. We are apples and oranges. His comedy is so great, and it's brain comedy.
He is great.
He is magnificent.
But you're very different. Yeah,
and we love each other. But yet, when we're alone, we laugh at the same things, have the same values, and we enjoy life together. And I swear to God, when I'm with Bob, you know, the relationship is the odd couple. We'll be in Europe, and we were in Europe, like in Germany, and I'd say, Bob, I'm going to talk. Don't do anything. Don't start in. And I'd go, waiter! And he'd go, don't do that. Gee, don't. That's trouble, you know. And then we'd walk down the street and I'd go, this is a wonderful town. And Newhart, God bless him, that's not funny. We don't need that. That's not funny. But we love each other, and I love him. And I say love. You know, he's Midwest. I'm a hugger, and I give guys kisses. That doesn't mean I'm gay, which is fine if you're gay. If that's what you want to do, you know. But I have nothing against that. But I would kiss Bob, and his shoulders would tighten. And he'd go, what are you doing? I'd say, I love you, babe, you know. But he didn't know that. But today he knows. And his wife, Jen, well, she taught him, you know. Yeah. and my wife taught him. My wife is not a hugger, but I am. But it works out pretty good. 41 years, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. 41 years. And you've been together for 51.
Jimmy said we've been together 50. That was funny, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Jimmy got off a ripper. How about that?
Right now, you are writing your memoirs, I understand.
Yes. Simon & Schuster were kind enough to... David Rosenthal came to me with David Ritz, who collaborated with me on this book, and it's called Rickles' Book. And that's it. And it's not my life. It's not like the kid on the Lower East Side. I played the violin, and my brother had cancer, and my father died. It's nothing like that. It's memoirs of great moments. This is one of the great moments.
Is it? Will this be in the book?
And if this is in the book, I'm going to kill myself.
That'll be a good ending to the book.
No.
He showed up on the Kimmel Show, and later...
No, this is a joy. I thought I'd be very unhappy, and so far now, I'm shaky, but it's pretty good.
And I understand that there's a documentary being made about you.
Yes, my son Larry Rickles and John Landis, a wonderful director.
Yeah, great
He directed me in a picture called Innocent Blood. Don't see it, believe me. If you're making love to the wife, it's a good night light. Anyway,
you hang out with Regis as well. Regis is a good friend of yours.
Yeah, Regis is great. Regis is the kind of guy that goes, "Hey, I'm Regis Philbin." He's the most humble, loud guy I ever met in my life. But I love him dearly. He's special. And Regis and I go back 45 years when he had a radio show in San Diego and then when he came to L.A. Wow. And today he makes $40 million and worries about the check. But he's great. That's a joke, Regis, if you watch it. He don't watch this. He's at home saying to the wife, "How's my backhand? How's my..." He's a tennis freak. "How's my backhand?"
You are beloved by all, young and old, and that is true. I don't just say that. But
thank you.
You're being honored by the Las Vegas, the comedy festival that they have there in Las Vegas. You're at Caesar's Palace. You will receive the first ever Laurel Award. What is the Laurel Award, and are you excited about that?
The applause sign went on?
It went off now.
No, you know...
It just...
That's another one, Jim. You got in a good one, baby.
I'm trying.
God bless you, babe. Don't lay back. You're the host. Get one of those shots in, boy. Because later on, when we go out to eat, you're going to pay for that, Jimmy.
That's right.
No, Jimmy, no. You know, it's nice. They've asked me, and I've been humbled by awards, and you know, I've always been the late runner. My career has always been different, and that always worried me. But being different, I say to young people, got me where I am today, and thank God that's successful. But it's a tough road, and so when they honor me, I am very delighted and very pleased. And
good.
They make me feel good because when you do what I do, the humor I do, they call me the insult guy. As you young people and see me tonight, it's really not that. I'm never mean-spirited, and it's exaggeration. I exaggerate life and make fun of ourselves as I make fun of you, you know.
Thank you.
No, God bless you. You should be proud. Because if I didn't like you, I wouldn't make fun of you. But as I look at you now, you got to get a nose job.
I'm going to do that. Don Rickles, everybody. You will see him at the very first Caesar's Palace Laurel on Wednesday at the Comedy Festival in Las Vegas. If you're lucky enough to be there, we'll be right back with Nick and Aaron Carter. Will you stick around? And Don Rickles, we'll be right back. Tonight. Good times, right? Uncle Frank is running around like a madman. Guillermo's got half his clothes off right now. Well, Don, I know you're big fans of our next guest, so I will go ahead and introduce you. I am. These guys and their three sisters are the stars of a new reality show where they're forced to live together in one house without killing each other, pretty much like every family. Only this one has no parents, 2 pop stars, and a bunch of cameras. From House of Carters on E! Please say hello to Nick and Aaron Carter. Well, welcome to the show. Is this
my new best friend? It's my new best friend.
Is this your first time meeting Don Rickles?
Yes, we've seen you all over though for many
We're
years.
good friends, actually.
See that? Even the kids.
Aaron's very scared. He doesn't
Get back to them, huh?
We don't want to get roasted right yet.
There have been people, there have been female fans waiting for you since last night. They've been camped out in the alley.
Good luck to you. It's great to see you. Yeah.
They're for you.
Yeah, no, they're not here for me. They're definitely here for you. Now, you guys, it doesn't seem from the show like you guys get along that well.
No, we do. No, I love him. And you know what? I had to say something.
What?
I was wrong about that fight. I love you, man. I'm sorry.
Well, can I say something, though? I don't think you were wrong, because if he's blasting the music, he shouldn't be blasting the music.
It was the way I went about. It went about.
Well, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have beaten him with the cameras there, but... Yeah.
I closed the door.
You know what? I like music. Shut up.
Who's living in the house with you? You guys? Your sisters are there? And what's the story? How did this come about?
Well, basically what happened was, you know, I was coming out to LA to do a Backstreet Boy record, to do some recording. And my brother had just turned 18, and his little sister, well, my sister too, twins. They all moved out here. And
she's older by a minute.
By a minute, twin
So
sisters.
basically, everybody was out here, and I kind of felt like I didn't want them to get in trouble, the Hollywood lifestyle, you know, and kind of maybe wanted to try to give. I mean, look, I'm not the best influence necessarily, but you know, I could do a lot better than some of these people out in Hollywood.
So to keep them out of the Hollywood lifestyle, you had cameras come into the home.
You know, there was a lot of issues that our family had gone through.
Doesn't make any sense.
Our family had gone through many years of just being in this industry, and this gave me an opportunity to.
This guy over here.
This gave us an opportunity to just hash things out, and also too, it's kind of like a documentary of our life.
But you feel like you have to be kind of the disciplinarian in the house because you're the big brother.
What I'm trying to do is just I was learning things too in the house myself, you know, with them and getting back with them and just you know, trying to do the best that I can, and that's all I could do. You know, I realized that all the problems that I've been going through, myself and my brother and everything, stemmed from our family. And now this gave us an opportunity to kind of go back and just, you know, retrace our footsteps and kind of find out what went wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of retracing your footsteps, I have a list of some of the women that the two of you have dated. And you know what we're gonna do? Let's take a break and we'll come back and we'll talk to Nick, and Aaron will talk to Don, and the Carters are here. Don Rickles is here. Nick and Aaron Carter, the House of Carters, Monday nights at 9. We'll be right back to go through the list. Come on back. With Don Rickles and Nick and Aaron Carter from the House of Carters. Let's go through the list here, fellas. I'm going to name a woman, and by a show of hands, tell me which one of you dated her, all right? Lindsay Lohan. All right. Ashley Simpson.
I didn't date her.
All right.
But it was true.
Really? Hillary Duff.
I dated her. Oh.
Willa Ford of Dancing with the Stars. All right, that'll be Nick. Hulk Hogan's daughter, Brooke Hogan. Well, that's taking your life in your hands, doing something.
He did, yeah.
You know what? It was actually a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm sure.
Carrie's very cool. So
Okay.
he loved me.
All right. Deborah LaFave, the teacher who allegedly had... Yeah. That is a crazy thing. That's a crazy thing.
That was my first girlfriend.
Wow.
I remember.
Have you spoken to her recently?
No.
Really?
I'm afraid.
Maybe you should have.
Because my son is looking for a tutor.
I'm looking for a tutor.
Miss Teen USA. Could be Aaron. Angie Dickinson. I just threw that one in.
I had to think for a second.
Angie could be their mother.
No.
Nick and Aaron Carter. The show is called The House of Carters. Monday nights at 9 on E. Don Rickles is here. We'll be right back with music from the Hold Steady. Come on back.